I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you, Gary. All right, our secretary, David, he had messaged me earlier in the week and said he would not be able to join us tonight, so he emailed me the minutes of the last meeting. So I'll go ahead and go with those. Get that pulled up here. All right, so due to the excuse me, the issue with the coronavirus in the meeting rooms, we did meet here on the air as we are doing tonight, using the frequency 146.670. Meeting was called to order using the net style roll call to order by me at 7 p.m. and I conducted the opening prayer and pledge of allegiance. David presented the minutes from the March business meeting. They were brought to a motion, and Tom Shutters made the first motion and Ken made the second. Ken Graff made the second, accept as read. I also presented the treasury report, and motion was made by Ken and a second by Jack Hyder to accept as read. And we did an additional call for check-ins, and at that time we had 13 in attendance. Old business was brought up. The membership cards are on hold due to the virus issues and being able to go, businesses being closed and everything. Reset there for just a second. And I had mentioned the club email address and explained what we were doing with that. There was a reminder that the December meeting will be held on a Tuesday at Food City on Euclid Avenue, backing up from the original Thursday. The first Thursday of the month will actually be the first Tuesday. And then once we get back to in-person meetings, we need volunteers to do club programs. And I'll just mention real quick, we don't know when that will be exactly. Under new business being announced, the testing will be suspended until at least July the 1st. Remote testing is being thrown around by others in the area, but the club is not participating in that. The on-the-air meeting procedure was discussed, and some folks mentioned really enjoying the format during this time. Tom made a comment that a question from YouTube about frequency, and that came up, and this was announced as 146.670 with analog mode on, and wires X for anyone needing to contact from a distance. Due to the virus, the cutoff for membership dues to stay on the roll is normally April. There was a suggestion made to extend that. Tom Shutters made a motion to extend this until we meet again in person. Ken Graff seconded that motion, and a vote was made by roll call, and all voted in favor. We made a call for additional check-ins. Field day was brought up to keep an ear out in case the virus lasts a little longer, especially with things changing daily. And we also put out a call for any non-members that would like to check in with us. So the attendance went up to 15. Jason made an announcement, I believe he means Jason McCord, made an announcement that the yearly ham event at the elementary school in Washington County, Tennessee, felt like that it would end up being canceled for this year, but it is, as of now, scheduled for May the 1st. And the meeting was adjourned at 7:36 with a motion by Jim Morris. Okay, do we have any additions or corrections to the minutes? Hearing none, do I have a motion and a second to approve as read?
Motion by W4JH.
Second K4HQ.
Okay, motion by W4JH and a second by K4HQ to approve as read. So that would bring us to Gary, N4KZS, for the treasurer's report.
Okay, Adam, everyone else. See, we had a little bit of activity in April. We did make a deposit of $52.50 into the checking. That was some dues that came in. That left a balance as of April 30th of $2,922.36. Now, we also added some interest to our CD at the end of March. That wasn't on the last report. So it was $14.36. The CD balance now is $7,618.30. And we have a running standing balance in the savings of $12.14. I guess I'll turn it back to you for questions on the report there, Adam. Then I got the other issue on the CD.
Okay, does anyone have any additions, corrections, or questions concerning the treasurer's report? Okay, hearing none, do I have a motion and a second to approve as presented?
WE4AWJ, I make the motion.
Okay, motion by Emmit, do I have a second?
K4HQ.
Okay, thank you, Ken. All right, so Gary, we'll go ahead and start with the old business, and I guess this would kind of fall under that. Gary, you had something to bring up about the CD.
Yeah, I got a letter on the CD. CD's coming to maturity about July, and they're just stating that if we wanted to make any changes to the certificate or whatever, that I need to do it between now and then, and or if you don't do anything, then it lays there and recycles into another round at whatever rate it is on that day it matures. So I just want to let all the club know, if they have any particulars on that, whatever they want to do, I'm fine with whatever they want to do. And like I say, if you're going to change it to a different setup or add money to it or take money out, this is the time you got to do it.
Okay, does anyone have any questions, comments, or discussion concerning that? Okay, so Gary, as it stands, if we don't move to do anything with it, it'll just it'll continue to stay in that account and I guess draw interest. Am I understanding that correctly?
That's right. It'll sit right where it's at, continue to draw the interest, and the interest that it draws, the dividends, goes into the CD itself. So, I think, what did I say? Let me make sure, look at the spreadsheet here. Yeah, it's going into the CD itself, back into the CD. So it's building all along in there.
Okay, and last time I looked at the treasurer's report, if I'm not mistaken, it's building somewhere between somewhere in the neighborhood of $13–14 a month. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay, and as I've mentioned in a meeting before, that's getting close to being equal to a due paying member once a month, and of course as the balance grows, that interest will grow some. We're obviously not going to become millionaires off of it, but it's still a nice little addition there as time goes on. So, all right, does anyone have any comments or questions concerning that before we move on?
Adam, I would probably just call for a motion from someone. If no one has any particulars thing, I would recommend just letting it sit, letting it continue on. And yeah, it's actually within a year's time. Yeah, you're right. It's additional 12 members incoming there. If 12 members were paying dues each year. So yeah, I just see if you can get a motion or something on it. That's what the club wants to do. That way, and make it official.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. And just a reminder, if you haven't checked in with us and you are a club member and you are attending, you are still welcome to make motions and vote. We will make sure you get that opportunity. With that being said, would anyone like to make a motion concerning the CD account?
N4NT makes a motion that we just turn it back in and draw the interest at the rate that it'll be at the time of maturity.
Okay, got a motion by Powell to leave the CD as is to continue to draw interest. Is there a second?
BCU.
Okay, motion by Powell, second by Bob. Any further discussion before we call for the vote? Okay, just as a procedural reminder, since we're in unusual circumstances, I will go down the list that I have on NetLogger and call for votes. That way we don't assume someone voting yes. And give each one the opportunity to abstain or vote yes or no, that kind of thing. And then once I reach the end of the list, I'll see if anyone else is out there that's not on it. And we'll start with WE4AWJ.
Yes.
KD4CCO. Was that a yes, Dallas? It clipped a little bit.
That's affirmative, yes.
Okay, I thought so, but I didn't want to assume. KN4JHW.
Yes.
K4HQ.
Yes, sir.
W4BCU. And W4JH.
Yes.
N4KZS.
Yes.
Okay, and that's the end of the list that I have so far. So since we've got a issue on the floor to vote on, I'm going to go ahead and open it up. Is there anyone we don't have on the list, any club members that would like to check in?
N4NT.
Okay, let me, I'm sorry, I didn't have my volume up there. I'm sorry, what was your call again?
Alpha 4, Alpha Juliet, check in and vote yes.
Okay, Jim, got you on the list. Yeah, thanks for going ahead and voting too. I forgot to mention that. Anyone else that wants to get on the list, if you'll go ahead and give us your vote on that issue while we're at it.
KF4FHQ. HY, yes.
Okay, Kevin, got you on there, and thank you for that. Any other station? I've got one coming in there, and I'm not hearing anything but static when you check in. I apologize for that. Let me give you another shot here. Can you try again, please? Does anybody else have a copy? I apologize. I'm just not making it out at all. I even tried on reverse on that last time, but anyway, I don't know if you got another power setting or something there. I also, as a reminder, we are using a programmer called NetLogger, which you can get a free download at netlogger.org, and I monitor the instant messenger window. So if anybody's out of signal range, they can message us on there, and I'll relay it onto the air. And doing the same thing on a live stream on YouTube. And I'll mention real quick, I apologize to anyone that's listening on YouTube. That stream went down, and I had to bring it back up. So those folks have missed a little bit of the meeting. However, I have been recording it actively as we've been going along, so the whole thing will be uploaded later for any portions you might have missed. But we had it back up in time for any votes or anything that went on. All right, let me put it out there and see, is there any additional old business that needs to be brought up? Okay, hearing none, I'll move on to any new business. Anyone have any new business?
VCU.
Yeah, go ahead, Bob.
Just like to announce that I will have my free ham fest this summer sometime. This one promises to be a bigger one because I've got stuff from 4 different hams, and I don't know when, but it depends on the corona. So I'm imagining July or August. Over.
Okay, good deal, Bob. Yeah, looking forward to that. I had to miss the last one because of work or so. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I certainly regretted missing that. But yeah, just let us know when that date is, and we'll put that on the calendar, and I can put it out to the club members on email and Facebook and all that good stuff. So definitely looking forward to that. Does anybody have any questions or anything for Bob on that? Okay, yeah, just keep an eye out for that, and we'll as soon as Bob sets up a date there, we'll put it out there. Is there any other new business? Okay, I'll just mention something that I've come across, and we'll need to get with Ben and everything before we get together as a group, I guess, later on and make a decision as far as what we're going to do. But as far as field day goes, I read an article that came out within the last couple of weeks, and some of you may have seen it, but the gist of it is that it seems as though ARRL is not going to make any kind of calls to cancel anything or any major modifications or anything like that. They're going to sort of leave it in the decision making in the hands of the individual clubs, with a statement encouraging clubs to kind of adapt to the new situation that we're in just for this year, whether it be gathering as usual with social distancing guidelines in place, or individual members operating from their own homes and just listing as being part of using their own call sign, but listing as being part of their club. From what I read, it would if we did the individual operating activity, and listed ourselves as members of the Bristol Amateur Radio Club, it wouldn't be like a normal contest where all of our scores would go together. It would just be saying our club name multiple times, and if we get somebody with a really good score, it kind of put us at the top of the list. That's kind of where that's at right now. So that's going to be something where we as a club, when we get a little closer to time, we'll have to make a decision. And of course, this being May, we've got the June meeting before field day, and we can maybe take this month to try to figure out what's available to us and that kind of thing as far as the site goes, and then we would have to make a decision, I guess, at that point. So does anyone have any additional new business or any more information on field day? Okay, and there's something I started with this month's newsletter, with the whole YouTube stuff and what have you. I put out the newsletter, and then I also went back and did a audio-video synopsis, I guess you could call it, of the newsletter, and put it on YouTube and sent the link out to all the club members. So that's just something I'm trying out. I've got a few people have responded back, said they like that. That could come in handy for various reasons for various people. So just wanted to give it a try. So if you get the opportunity, just let me know what you think about that, and we'll decide whether to keep going with it or what have you. I don't just sit there and read it off to you or whatever, but just sort of a kind of a recapping, I guess, or whatever, and hit the high roads and stuff. And I think that'll help make sure the gist of the message gets out there. All right. With that being said, is there anyone else that wants to get on the list for the meeting tonight that we haven't got already? Yeah, the other station coming in there, I'm getting no audio, just the key up, and I apologize. Let me see if is there any additional new business? Okay, well, before we adjourn, let me just mention as well, like I said, I haven't heard anything official back from the hospital as far as being able to use the meeting rooms, and of course I also realize too that a great amount of our membership is in that group or whatever that this virus could be the most dangerous for, and so forth. So right now we'll tentatively plan on going ahead and meeting this way again. If anything changes though, we'll get the word out over the air and through email and Facebook and that kind of thing. But as of right now, let's just plan on tentatively doing what we're doing right now, and we'll and keep in mind too, we'll have to discuss field day. Field day will be a little bit easier if we do decide to have our normal field day activities. It will hopefully be out in the warm air, and the place that we use. That's something else we got to find out if we can still use that place. There's one thing about that place, the distancing thing is no problem whatsoever. I mean, we've got plenty of room to space out and do whatever there. So we might be able to go forward. We just need to discuss it next month and figure it out. But all right, one last call for any additional business or anything that anyone has for the club. Okay, hearing none, do I have a motion to adjourn?
K4HQ.
All right, K4HQ, thank you for that. This on-the-air meeting of the Bristol Amateur Radio Club is hereby adjourned, and I'll be returning the W4UD repeater back to normal amateur use. And 7-3 and good night.